Grace and peace, family. Grace and peace. Assalamu alaikum. Shalom. My hotep. Namaste. Free the land, beloved. Come on in, come on in, come on in. My name is Vicky Dillard. And I am so pleased to be with you here on my new channel that we're building together. After so many years of building multiple other large channels, I'm starting to do my own. Let everybody know that Vicky Dillard is here on her own channel at Vicky Dillard TV or Vicky Dillard TV on YouTube. Somebody black talk black to me. I'm so glad that you are with us today. I see you, Shalina. I see you, Righteous Daughter. I see you, Jane. I see you, Rashida. I'm so glad that you all are with us today. Shout out to those that I've made. Our new moderators are highlighted in blue. Rashida, especially, you're going to see that she's going to put some important links in the chat. So as I put important links in the chat, be sure to pay attention to them, especially, we're only a few days away, family. We're only a few days away, especially because of Sunday, June 26th. Everybody mark your calendars. Sunday, June 26th, it's going up and it's going down, baby. I am doing my Ancestors webinar part 3, beloved. And this is going to continue to shake the world. Family, 14 countries came to my last event in January, and there's a reason why. Baby, I do it the way Spirit gives me to do it. And miracles and wonders follow. Insight follow. Somebody black talk black to me. So you want to go to my website right now, onpurposewithvicky.com, onpurposewithvicky.com, onpurposewithvicky.com. You don't want to miss this Ancestors webinar because I am going to be discussing what an ancestor truly is. They have told us in some circles that speaking about the ancestors is demonic and wrong. Somebody say, you better watch your mouth. Even if you don't believe it, even if you don't understand it, the last thing you ought to do is to assign a blasphemous title to it. When you hear my breakdown on what the ancestors actually are, you will understand that they're trying to keep you from your power that has the ability to break chains of white supremacy, chains of poverty, chains of injustice, chains against those that are called. Don't you ever get it twisted. If you're wondering what I'm doing, baby, this is a gavel. This is the home of the hand claps and the gavel rap. Somebody black talk black to me. Rashida just put the link in the chat to register for the Ancestor webinar June 26th. But this time, beloved, I'm not only going to be talking about your terrestrial or your earth lineage, the power in it. We're going to discuss your celestial bloodline, God, today. Celestial has to do with outer space. Some of you all don't understand that there is an energy already encoded and encrypted in your DNA. But I'm going to give us wisdom and insight to activate it. Why? Because the life that I live, my particular assignment that's shaking networks, that's shaking nations, that's giving the breakthrough in lives of people, that's causing enemies to rise up. Baby, it's my call, honey. It's my power. And it's because I've learned to tap in for my unique assignment. Your assignment won't look like me. And somebody say, no copycats. God, today, you, the power and the wisdom and the keys I'm giving you is so that you can unlock your unique assignment, so that you can manifest destiny in your life. It's undeniable. It's undeniable. Let me say it again. It's undeniable that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Somebody black talk black to me. I want to give you the wisdom to manifest your unique assignment, to highlight the special powers that's in you. And this is not for everybody. So you want to go to onpurposewithvicky.com. Don't miss this. The powers that shouldn't be. People that are in high places and high spaces have access to high level energy, high level spiritual practices, high level magic. But you don't. And it was always meant for you. go to onpurposewithvicky.com. If you're watching me on my Instagram page, the link is in my bio. Now, let me say something else to you all today. Let me say something else to you, beloved. Ain't nothing to play with. I'm just not. I'm just not. This is what I'm supposed to do. You don't hear me dogging other religions. You don't hear me dogging other spiritual systems. So I'm not trampling and trespassing in those areas. I am doing and being faithful to the spiritual channeling and the revelation and wisdom that Spirit gave me and gives me, and signs and wonders follow. That's all I know. Wisdom and revelation, breakthrough comes. 3 Minute of Black, thank you for your super chat. Your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. I see you, some chick named Star. She's been with me a long time. So everybody, I want you to be sure not to miss it. You only have a few days left. Tell everybody you know. Let me tell you something. I heard this lady named Dr. Stacia Pierce say that new information changes the seasons in your life. When you level up, when you begin to shift and to go to a new level, it's because you expose yourself to new information. And I keep saying this, and I'm going to continue to say it. If you want something you never had, you've got to do something you've never done. So make sure that you don't miss this. This is good for you, your family, and loved ones. OnPurposeWithVicky.com, Instagram. Come on over right now very quickly to VickyDiller.tv. You can access me there directly at that link. Or go to YouTube and just put in Vicky Diller TV, and you should be able to see me here. So somebody, Black talk black to me. I know, beloved, that some of you feel that you have seen your sister change and move in a different way that you're not used to. Baby, it's okay. I've gotten some strange comments from different people. Strange activities. Some of you tripping about pictures and sending me your long religious text. Baby, keep it. You just watch and see about the power. That's all you need to be focused on. See if I got the power to produce fruit. Talk black to me. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Instagram, come on over right now to VickyDiller.tv and Instagram. Make sure that you go to OnPurposeWithVicky.com to get your seat for Sunday, June 26th. My sister Ronique said, you looking good. Thank you, sis. I love you so much. And by the way, who's that? Official Millionaires who gave that badge on Instagram. Thank you. Your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. Come on over, family, to Instagram, VickyDiller.tv. All right, family. While I'm uploading this on my Instagram page, for those of you that haven't, please hit that thumbs up button. For those of you that haven't, please hit that thumbs up button. On the count of 3. Are you ready? On the count of 3, I want you to hit that thumbs up button. And then I want you to share. Also, make sure that you're subscribed, family, to VickyDiller.tv. Because I've helped to build so many large networks since 2017, folks said that they're having a hard time finding me. And they say that when they put my name in the search engine, those other platforms come up. It's going to be like that for a while, family, because I gave content like nobody else did for so long. So it's wise for me now to do my own thing here at VickyDiller.tv. So be patient with me. But when you share, when you thumbs up, when you like, you make it more likely that other folks are able to eventually find me. Thank you, Andrew, for saying that I'm beautiful. You're so very kind, beloved. So family, on the count of 3, please hit that thumbs up button. 1, 2, 3. Thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. All right, family. Now, I want to pull up this article so that you all know what's going on. Somebody put hashtag in the chat, LOM. Do you all know what LOM means? Do you all know what LOM means? LOM, beloved. LOM stands for League of Mammies. God, today. I'm just trying to educate those that are not familiar with my lingo. over here. This infamous, shameful League of Mammies are a group of Black looking women that utilize their very large platforms where they were strategically placed to undermine Black people and to empower white supremacy. Now, the reason why LOM members, these League of Mammies, are so dangerous because women tend to automatically invoke trust wherever we are. There is a nurturing and mothering spirit, a divine feminine energy spirit about us. So wherever we are, people tend to give us the benefit of the doubt. So the white supremacists love to solicit Black looking women to white supremacist team so that you get confused and think that they're for you, when in fact the way they mislead you is more beneficial to the members of the oppressive class. Somebody Black talk Black to me. Are y'all hearing me today? Your sister with the braids. Y'all hit that thumbs up button, family. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, share, 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 share. You can share this link to your Instagram pages, your Facebook pages, your Twitter pages, your TikTok pages, and wherever you are on social media. You can share the link and text it to someone. You can email it to someone. Our collective Black voice is strengthened when you do that. That helps us to overcome some of the limitations of these algorithms and some of the limitations of the powers that be that try to prevent, frustrate, and foil our message. Are y'all hearing me today? Again, family, our moderators are highlighted in blue. They're putting important information in the chat so you can take a picture of it with your screenshot. You can share it and you can actually rewind live or later for those that are watching this later to see information you missed, or you can click the link if it allows you to do so. Now, watch this article. Let me pull it up. Watch this. Now, we brought up this League of Mammy, these Black looking women who are actually very, very dangerous to Black society because they keep promoting these different LOM members. We keep seeing them pop up with new TV shows, right? They get in our face, they wag their finger in our face and try to tell us what to do. And when we listen to them closely, to them, we find out that their aim and goal is for massa. Somebody Black talk Black to me. I don't want you to be fooled. I don't want some of you coming to me saying, Vicky, are we attacking another Black person? No, slowness. We're attacking a Black looking person. We're holding them accountable. I'm showing you the difference between these frauds. Y'all know there are frauds out there, don't you? Some of you are gullible and you are easily taken by these frauds. God, today, I said some of you are so gullible, you are easily taken by frauds. You're simple-minded and you mess with the voice that has the power and you give ear to an enemy and you trap yourself. Don't play yourself, or rather do. God, today. Don't play yourself or do. Buckhorse said, let that hammer fall. You know I'm going to let the hammer fall, baby. You know my hammer is spiritual. You know I do magic with my hammer live. Don't play with it. Somebody black talk black to me. Don't mess yourself up, baby. There's some frauds out there. So when I expose these League of Mammies, because there's a difference between a true prophet and a false prophet. There's a such thing as a wolf in sheep's clothing. Don't get tricked. And then you look at the condition of our people hundreds of years later, and you're wondering why we're not making the progress first amongst each other. We don't need the agreement of our open enemy who's outside of us first. We need the agreement first amongst ourselves, because once that happens amongst ourselves, we serve as a force multiplier. Our unity, our physical, mental, spiritual energy comes together and becomes not just a movement, but a divine force that is unstoppable. And those of you that don't understand spiritual principles, metaphysical principles, separation, division doesn't happen first with the opposition. Don't play with it. Separation does not happen first with things and people and entities outside of ourselves. There has to be first an exposure and an expulsion, a separation, a divine division, a divine discrimination amongst those who say they're in the camp. So we got to expose this first, and we just got to let stuff fly where it may, so that our people can discern the difference between a true prophet and a false prophet, so that our people can discern the difference between these wolves in sheep's clothing that's using their political positions, their media position, their economic position, their educational position, even their family positions, to mislead our people. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Share this broadcast. Now watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Getting a little excited. Look at this article. What does this headline say? What does this headline say? Kedro 22 say they definitely have you shadow banned, sis. Yeah, I know, beloved. But you all keep hitting that thumbs up button, share, and we're gonna keep on going. And we're gonna continue to grow. Look at this headline. And look at him. Scoop. Keisha lands bottoms to join White House. Now, why is this interesting? We just saw Keisha Lance Bottom announce that she got the job of her dream by getting on CNN for the weekend, right? But if you'll remember, a year and a half, 2 years ago, before the elections, I did back-to-back shows exposing her because she was one of the first biscuits to endorse Joe Biden, not Kamala Harris. Remember, she came out immediately for her zaddy. But then we saw how Keisha Lance Bottoms used her position as mayor of Atlanta to corral Black people, convince Black people into not bucking against white supremacy. What do you mean, Vicky? Well, watch this clip. Copyright Act of 1976 allowances made for purposes such as fair use, criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. How many of you all remember this, Keisha Lance Bottoms?
To 4 Black children in America, one of whom is 18 years old. And when I saw the murder of George Floyd,
y'all remember this?
I hurt like a mother would hurt. And on yesterday, when I heard there were rumors about violent protests in Atlanta, I did what a mother would do. I called my son and I said, "Where are you?" I said, "I cannot protect you, and Black boys shouldn't be out today. So you're not going to out concern me and out care about where we are in America." I wear this each and every day, and I pray over my children each and every day. So what I see happening on the streets of Atlanta is not Atlanta. This is not a protest. This is not in the spirit of Martin Luther King Jr. This is chaos. A protest has purpose. When Dr. King was assassinated, we didn't do this to our city.
That's a lie. This is a problem with your Black-looking leaders that are strategically placed in position to mislead you and to support, defend, and promote white supremacy. How many of you all know that if you've been rocking with Vicki for any length of time, I've given you multiple receipts that not only before Dr. King's assassination, Black men and some Black women took to the streets because of injustice, poverty, white supremacy, anti-Black racism, among other things. And they set so many cities on fire. They caused multiple millions of dollars in damage, and some of them even took a few lives. That your white politicians started to do a study to see what could be done, because Black men and a few Black women, and let me just add this, after Dr. King was assassinated, how many cities went up in flames, family? How many people were actually murdered, injured, harmed, and buildings and property set on fire? Do you all understand that they kept those numbers and that information as low as possible? Do you all know that this scared America so bad that she was actually looking to do some form of reparations or some type of Marshall Plan? Because mostly Black men and some Black women gave America so much work, injured so many people, took so many lives, caused so many damages throughout America that they were scared to death, and they did not have military weapons. You all know you've never heard me endorse violence. You have never heard me tell people to not follow the law or to just be an aggressor. See, this is why I got to call out these fake people, these wolves in sheep's clothing that's misleading our people, because they lie a lot. People lie a lot, and some of you believe the lies. They mix up facts. They take stuff out of context, like she just did here. And then they only focus on the time that Dr. King talked about nonviolence, but they don't care about the last couple of years of his life when he said that he feared that he was integrating his people into a burning house by talking about integration. They ignored the fact that he was talking about cut the check and to give us reparations. I'm not going to give you lies over here on the Vicki Show. That's why I can't wait for my dear brother Tariq Nasheed's movie that I'm so privileged to be featured in, that's likely coming out sometime this year, where we're discussing the Black Maroons, American Maroons, that Black group of people that stayed here in America and resisted the enemy. Many of us weren't taught about our overwhelming numbers of ancestors that were indigenous to this land and some of our people that were brought from the continent of Africa that resisted white supremacy. And it was the norm. The reason they buried that history is because they didn't want us to get any ideas. They made us believe that it was your Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ's will to turn the other cheek. But every time America feels offended, she goes about our planet, murdering, killing, stealing, lying, and destroying. And some of you are excited to poke your chest out and to be one of the members of that lying, killing, stealing, murdering America. Well, I'm here to bust open the truth. I'm here to expose the real from the fake. And I get some of you may feel ashamed because you've been rocking with our open enemy. You've helped to build their worlds. You've helped to promote their worlds. But baby, the invisible force, the invisible spiritual force that includes the vibration of our ancestors, our spiritual team, and other divine forces are instigating stuff. God, today, the tension and the drama that's happening now is being instigated by an invisible force to expose the fake and to remove them and to bring to bear the true gods and goddesses that are meant to be the new rulers of our planet. You can play yourself if you want to. Let's get back to this article. No, let me let you listen to a little bit more of this Keisha Lance Bottoms a couple of years ago in response to Black folks' outrage of being openly murdered, our Black brothers and sisters being openly murdered. She screams and dogs us. Shout out to you, Christopher Mosley, for your super chat gift. Your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. Listen to a little bit more before I go a little further with this article.
So if you love this city that has had a legacy of Black mayors and Black police chiefs and people who care about this city, where more than 50% of the business owners in Metro Atlanta are minority business owners. If you care about this city, then go home and pray that somebody like Reverend Beasley will come and talk to you.
No, ma'am.
And give you some instructions on what a protest should look like and how you effectuate change in America.
No, ma'am.
This police chief,
look, y'all, look,
made a video on yesterday. Pull it up on YouTube.
Look,
where she said she was appalled to watch the murder of George Floyd.
She's referring to the Karen police chief. She's legitimizing the Karen police chief because she knows that the last thing that an aggrieved group of Black folks want to see is a Karen police chief. Somebody talk Black to me.
Woman did that.
This woman did that.
You're not honoring the legacy of Martin Luther King Jr. and this.
We weren't trying to honor the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. With all due respect, may he rest in power. If what y'all did was so effective, how is it that 467 years later, we're dealing with exactly the things that Dr. King was protesting against? The same issue for jobs, violence against Black folks by police and white Americans, poverty. Those are the exact same issues we are dealing with today.
Rights movement, you're not protesting anything running out with brown liquor in your hands, breaking windows in this city.
Don't she sound like she our mama? Does she sound like she's talking to her very Black constituents that put her funny looking self in office? You all know darn well that we proved to you on multiple occasions, because there were so many Black folks that took to the streets a year and a half, 2 years ago, that they were literally putting in saboteurs to intentionally activate some levels of violence. We showed you, we gave you guys proof of that. And the few Black folks that did go in a few places and go in a Target or something and take out some chicken and a TV, it was a small handful. So why is she acting like the exception was the norm? Why would you put that kind of energy on a handful of people that did that versus the overwhelming number of people that took to the streets to call out this anti-Black oppressive class? She's doing it because she is faithful to Zaddy. She is faithful to our open enemy. And she is faithful to deliver confusion to us and our people on behalf of the people that suggested that she become the mayor in the first place. Exactly right, Rashida. I saw righteous indignation in the streets. That's exactly right.
T.I. and Killer Mike own half the West Side.
That's a lie.
So when you burn down this city, you're burning down our community.
Look at her, the energy.
If you want change in America, go and register to vote.
Shut up, girl.
Show up at the polls on June 9th.
Look at her.
Do it in November. That is the change we need in this country. You are disgracing our city. You are disgracing the life of George Floyd and every other person who has been killed in this country.
Your League of Mammies are disgusting and sick and twisted. She just laughed because I said shut up. It just came out of my spirit. Just to shut up. That's ladylike for me, for her. Because this is a stranger, a fake and a fraud that's mingling in our camps, causing confusion. I said this is a fake and a fraud that's mingling and disseminating confusion and lies in our camps. I'm calling out the fake law members. I'm calling out the liars. Because you all, some of you, are too gullible. You are easily taken with the liar and fakes and frauds, giving you misinformation. They slice a piece of information from here, like she did, telling you that this didn't happen with Dr. King, and half America was set on fire after Dr. King was assassinated. People got murdered, injured, and there were millions and millions of dollars done in damage. That was actually happening before Dr. King was murdered, but it intensified and multiplied after his assassination. And she lied and told you, oh, this didn't happen. They didn't do that when Dr. King was murdered. You see how she piecemeals and takes lies, and the average person just run with it. Jessica Grant said, a half a lie is a whole one. Ashe, sis. Ashe, sis. Ashe. And Eric come right behind saying, you are fine as wine. You too much. I'm trying to be serious here, Edward. Stop. But listen to how she's talking to us. Listen to the energy. Listen how she talks. I showed you how she is doing her hands and her gestures, wagging her finger in our face. Why did I want to remind you of how she talks to Black people? Now that I've reminded you of that, now, family, doesn't this make more sense? The headline, doesn't that make more sense? Why Zaddy, Joe Biden, and them is bringing her to the White House now? We told you all that she was posturing herself to do that, but she had laid low for the past couple of years, right? Because remember, she was doing this as soon as the campaign started. She thought she threw us off, but she was just willing to be patient to get her bone. Watch. President Biden, the article says, has tapped former Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms to replace Richmond, excuse me. He was that brother, he was black family. He was a former politician, and he was his outreach. Remember, I was talking about that long time ago. It says she's replacing Cedric Richmond. So they bring in a alum mammy to replace a black man. He was useless too. But I'm saying a known useless black looking woman they bring in. One who will scream in the face of black people when you resist against oppression. One who is sure to tell you to go out and vote even when they killed you. And when they don't hold your killers accountable. I'm calling out the fakes and the frauds. You see that? This is who the Biden-Harris administration is attracted to. They need somebody who's going to come there and be a mammy and wag their finger in your face and tell you, you better go for Zaddy, whether Zaddy does something for you or not. Listen. He tapped former Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms to replace Cedric Richmond as one of his most senior aides, bringing a Democratic rising star and former VP contender into the White House at a critical juncture. Pay attention. Axios was first to report. It says why it matters. As director of the White House of Public Engagement, I want you black folks to keep this position in mind. Her position is director of the White House's Office of Public Engagement. Now, nobody has been causing more movement, more force. Nobody has dominated the narrative more than we, the black grassroots. But we have not seen any of them that works in the office of the White House, that works in the White House Office of Public Engagement, engaging with us. Talk black to me. Everybody be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Everybody make sure that you register also for Sunday, June 26th. I am doing my third Ancestors webinar. Beloved, I'm going to discuss not just your terrestrial, which is your earth bloodline, the powers, but baby, we're going to talk about your celestial royal bloodline. You are made up of more than you know. And this secret and this power is also in your DNA. But you need to know how to activate it so that you can manifest destiny. It's clear I'm living my destiny. I'm not trying to raise up no copycats. God, today, I'm trying to give you these secrets and keys so that you can manifest your unique purpose. And so that you can be an unstoppable force. So that you may know that the gates of hell can never and will never prevail against you. God, today. Did you hear what I just said? Go to onpurposewithvicky.com. Our moderators will put the link in the chat here in just a moment. Exactly. Akata just said MLK wanted to lead us out of the burning house. Then they took him out. That's exactly what they did. Hazina said, I'm registered. Can't wait. Yes, I can't wait either, beautiful Hazina. Thank you. That's right, Rashida. Manifest your unique purpose. You're not born to do what you're not born to be somebody else. You're born to be you. And not everybody knows how to activate these gifts in you. Not everyone has been a real warrior. God. And stood in the face, like me, of high-level government officials, the U.S. government, state, local officials, and overcome multiple hells because my purpose was you. You better be careful who you listening to. And you better be careful that you don't miss your moment with the person that's meant to be a blessing to you. Go to onpurposewithvicky.com. The link is in the chat. Watch this. As director of the White House Office of Public Engagement, they said it's going to begin in the coming weeks. It says Bottoms will immediately have access to some of the most high-level planning and strategy sessions in the West Wing and to the president himself. Do y'all hear that? They think that because she won her election as mayor, and remember, she didn't run again, they're going to use her to try to make sure that Black folks vote for Joe Biden, because time is moving fast. Midterms are coming up in November. So most of the other seats throughout the country are going to be contested, especially in the House of Representatives and a large number in the Senate. Y'all better pay attention. And then right around the corner from there, Joe Biden is going to start stomping and doing his campaign for re-election. Watch this. It says the role is integral to developing Biden's policies and then convincing the broader Democratic coalition and the president, listen, convincing the broader Democratic coalition that the president is charting the right approach. The stakes are high. Bottoms will be responsible for navigating divergent policy goals between progressives and centrists ahead of what's expected to be an ugly midterm cycle for Democrats. Keisha, quote, this is a quote, the next bullet point here. Keisha is bright, honorable, tough, and has the integrity required to represent our administration to the American public, Biden said in a statement. Jill and I have known Keisha for a long time and look forward to working with her more closely. It says the driving news, Bottoms told Axios in an interview that she plans to do, quote, more listening than anything, and that it is important that people feel their voices are reflected and that their voices are heard. Somebody say the devil is a liar. Somebody tell us stop lying. There's a lot of Black women out here lying like that. She told Black folks to go home and to shut up. Joyless Reed did not bring on Brother Marcel Dixon, who was not pushing LGBTQ. He was not pushing immigration. He was not pushing feminism. He was pushing pro-Black reparations. Black folks actually went out to vote for him. We encourage y'all to vote for him, and Joyless did not bring him on. Don Lemon did not bring him on. Are y'all getting it now? They are not interested in what we have to say. I'm bringing this to your attention, and I'm giving you what her role is so that you all can hold her accountable. That's exactly right, Rashida. More listening means doing nothing. She's only meant, again, to be a prop and a trick. A political trick and a trick to Black folks who only care about how we look. Some of you don't care that we don't have real power. You only care if we're around power. And you call it a level up. You call it a promotion. You care about what those individuals say. We were right about her all along. That's what she was gunning for. But she was willing to lay low. And when the Black man is out, your faithful League of Mammy is willing to come in and to do what Zaddy, what Cedric was unable to do. Please understand the trick. Black folks, please wake up and stop giving ear to these fakes and phonies. Black-looking women that cause mess and drama and disseminate lies and misinformation and disturbs the well-being of the people like she's doing. I want you all to send a signal. That's right here for T. That's hey here for T, for the T, saying funny looking self. Tell them sis funny looking self. You know that's what we say, that funny looking self. You're not gonna trick us. We see the trick. And we're not going to let her trick you into voting come November and thereafter, unless and until they push what we tell them to push, and that's cut the check. JV, you're so pretty, beautiful, wise, wonderful, blessed day. Thank you, beloved. Now, family, I got to get ready to run, but I want everybody to make sure that you secure your seat for Sunday, June 26th. It's only a few days away. Go to my website, onpurposewithvicky.com. I am doing your Royal Ancestor Webinar 3. I'm going to be discussing your royal bloodline, your terrestrial, which means your earth bloodline, but you also have a celestial, one that deals with outer space, spiritual royal bloodline. You need to have this knowledge and you need to get this activation so that you can experience greater manifestation. I started the year with the Ancestors webinar, and many of you have gotten breakthroughs. Many of you are still doing the work. But I want to keep you on track because as Spirit downloads more information for me, I know it's going to happen for you. Some of you know that I'm working on all kinds of projects that I'm going to be manifesting at the end of this year and the beginning of next year. I'm trying to tell you it's because my spiritual team downloaded this stuff. They're activating gifts and talents and treasures in me. That's why I'm giving you the insight so that you can do it yourself in your life. I see you, Chicago. Don't you miss it. The link is in the chat. My moderator, Rashid, has got in the chat. It says, register today, Ancestor Webinar. Hit that link. Bring you and your family. It is worth the investment. If you want something you never had, you got to do something you never done. As I told you before, our sister, Dr. Stacia, said that information changes the season in your life. If you're trying to get out of the rut, if you're trying to shift, if you want to pass limitations in your life, if you want to know more than what you already know, and more importantly, have the power to go with it. Some of you can say revelation all day, but you don't have the power to match it because that's not your assignment. You want to attend this. You want to know what the powers that shouldn't be know about you. You want to know how they're elevating in society and they're manifesting using your magic. I see my international campaign strategist naturally tour. Don't get it twisted. Those that are consistent, they're the ones that's going to get the breakthroughs. Don't you miss your moment. Do whatever you need to do to make sure you're there. OnPurposeWithVicky.com. I love you all so much. Please understand that a lot of the stuff that we're seeing that's happening in the government is not happening for no reason. There's an unseen court that's assisting us. But the unseen court wants to do more, wants to do greater. And I want to share those sacred secrets with you. It's going to blow your mind. It's going to be well worth it. I'm telling you, many of my attendants have gotten breakthroughs. Many of my attendants have said, Vicky has the best webinars. And it's because the knowledge and information I'm sharing comes from the higher dimensions. I stand on that. I can't wait to see you there. June 26th, only days away. Get your seat today. Share this broadcast. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. That's right, creatively. It's all happening for us. You got that right. You got that right. I love you so much. I'm your sister with the braids. I can't wait to see you again.